Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Little Lotus Panda. And today we're going to talk about how to build a successful sealed deck. And the example we're going to be using is this pre-release kit from the Brothers War. And the one that I have chosen right now is the Urza's Iron Alliance. So the question is, what is a sealed deck and how do you build one? And how's it different from, say, a draft event? So in a sealed deck, it's 6 packs, like this one has 6 packs in it. You're going to build a 40 card minimum. You're going to use some basic lands from outside the game, but you're not going to be using any other cards than what you pulled. Now, with a draft, you would be opening a pack, picking a card, and then passing the rest of the pack to the player on your left. They would pick a card, and then so forth, and then pass, and then you build your deck, and then you play with that. So the first things first, we're going to crack open this pack, take a look to see what we get. Now, my boyfriend, he does his deck building a little bit differently. So we're going to explain how we do things just a little bit different from one another. Okay. So this is the dice that we got. That's actually pretty. I like that one. All right, toss all those on the side. And this is just a little bit on how to build a pre-release deck. They actually put these in the most recent pre-release kits out there, in the last couple of sets, I guess, I should say. Your divider. And this is the promo card, Kayla's Reconstruction. So what I like to do is when I crack, I like to set all my cards out by color. And do you do anything differently? No. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of fire through this so you can kind of get an idea of, and then stop by some of the more interesting cards. And he's going to help me crack some packs as well, so we can move this along a little bit faster. Oh, look at that. We've got a full art Mishra, Tamer of Amakfawa. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that. It's a 5 for a 4/4. Permanents you control have ward, sacrifice a permanent. Each artifact card in your graveyard has unearthed for 3. That's not bad. Cool. All right, so we're going to set that baby aside. And here's kind of the retro frame card, Swiftfoot Boots. Really nice card. Your lands and your tokens. Okay. Well, we're just going to move everything over so that it's all on screen there. Let's see. There are a lot of artifacts in this set. A lot. Oh, okay, 2 piles of white sand. Let's get everybody together there. All right. That's different. That was in upside down and backwards. Okay. There's not a lot of quality control there. Titania's Command is the rare in this one. It's a 6 cast sorcery. Choose 2. Exile target player's graveyard. You gain 1 life for each card exiled that way. Not bad, not bad. Search your library for up to 2 land cards. Put them onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. Create 2/2 green bear creature tokens. Or put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control.
Solid commander card.
Yeah, solid commander card. All right. All right.
I'm going to crack one too.
Absolutely. Get in here. And then we have another retro frame. This one's a rare, so that's nice. Thorn of the Amethyst. Foils. You guys know how much I love the foils, so we're going to set that aside a little different. Yeah. I mean, you can put it in with the rest. It doesn't really matter, but, you know, that's what I do. Put the promo card in there, too. All right. Okay, and then Now, I have not played a lot of the Brothers War. So, oh, hey, Helm of the Host. Got right there. Okay, so the first rare that we received was the Liberator Urza's Battlethopter for 3 for a 1/1, Flash of Flying. Nice evasion if you're playing in like a limited format like this. Sealed, I'd probably put that in there. All right, Helm of the Host for 4. Another great commander card, by the way. Equipment at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of equipped creature, except the token isn't legendary if equipped creature is legendary. Token gains haste. Equip for 5. It can be done quite easily.
Solid commander card.
Yes. All right, so this is the pack that you opened.
Yes, I want this one.
All right. Static nuts. Okay, we got Misery's Shadow in this one. 2 for a 2/2 shade. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. For 1, it gets a +1/+1 till end of turn. Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, nice! Look at that. Mishra's Claimed by Gix. 4 for a 3/5 legendary. Phyrexian Artificer. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Mishra, Claimed by Gix, and a creature named Phyrexian Dragon Engine are attacking, you both own and control them. Exile them and then meld them into Mishra. Lost to Phyrexia. It enters the battlefield tap as a 9/9 attack. Tapped and attacking. Oh, okay, so you melded. Nice. Yeah, look at that. Pretty nice. Oh, did we get the other half? No such luck, huh? Okay. So this pack also came with the Underground River?
Yep.
Oh, solid. That's a solid pack.
Agreed.
Okay. We're going to just sort these out real quick here, guys. That's your retro frame there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was playing that back in the day.
Yeah. All right. So the last pack here. Were these draft packs? Yeah, these were draft packs. Sometimes you get set packs. Trying to think of a set where they had that. There was set packs instead of draft packs. I can't remember. I'm sure it'll come to me later.
Is it pre-release because they had set packs instead of draft packs?
Yeah. It was weird. Yeah, it was a weird one-off, maybe. Anyways, hey, multicolor card. That's not a rare. We haven't had one yet. That's the first one we've pulled, guys. All right, so our rare in here is Hercule Master Wizard, 3 for a 2/4 legendary wizard advisor. At the beginning of your end step, if you cast a non-creature spell this turn, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. For each card type among non-creature spells you've cast this turn, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any random order. Okay. Not really a popular opinion. I am not what you would call a professional Magic player. I play very casually. So when there's a lot of text on a card, I kind of tend to skip it. I just won't play the card.
I don't want to read all that.
I don't. I really don't want to read and try to comprehend it. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll pick another card to play with instead. Yeah.
He used to be rare.
Yes, they downgraded him to an uncommon.
He's
poor
still
guy.
really good.
And then this is the other rare in the pack. It's the retro frame Semblance Anvil. So we're going to add that to our rare pile. Okay, so just what I do now afterwards is I go through each pile and count how many creatures I have. And then I go with the 2 highest piles that have the most creature cards. And like evasion. And so when we mean evasion, we mean like something that flies, a creature that flies, or
it's unblockable. It has menace. It has trample.
It has more than just your ordinary, say your 1/1 goblin. Yeah. Well, he has haste, and that's not really evasion though. But something like that, and give you a slight advantage in the format when you're playing with 40 cards for. Yeah,
because in a sealed deck environment. I'll say 90% of the time you're gonna win with combat damage.
Right, exactly.
There's not a lot of combo decks that get built and sealed.
It's hard to find something like that when you're opening one box, one small pre-release kit.
6 packs. You're not You're not gonna combo out.
Yeah. In all likelihood, not. Now, that's not to say that it can't happen, because, you know, I've seen it. I've never actually been lucky enough to pull a pre-release kit and with packs that will allow me to do a really nice combo. Maybe one of these days.
I remember when I vincered you to death.
Oh my god.
Removed all of your permanents.
That was nasty.
That was a pre-release deck.
That's true. Yeah. So, you know, it can happen.
It can happen.
It has happened. It has happened to me. So, and so sometimes you'll find a rare that you really, really want to play with, and you're going to go with one of those as your colors in the combination. I tend to play with 2 colors at most. Once in a blue moon, I'll play with 3 colors if there's just not enough creatures around. But, I mean, you've got a lot of artifacts, so maybe you can, you know, get that to work. What about you? What do you do on that?
2 colors tops.
2 colors tops?
Yeah.
When I first started playing pre-releases, I used to try to just do monocolors. That is getting harder and harder to do as time goes along. I mean, remember, let's see, Dragons of Tarkir, you definitely couldn't go monocolor in that.
Right, yeah.
3 colors, you know?
Yeah, there's a couple sets recently. We've been playing a long time, but recently in the past, I don't know, several years that have been 3 color shard type deals, and even in those, I still try to stay 2 color.
Yeah, as much as possible.
I don't enjoy 3 color, and you're just not gonna get a good mana base and a sealed.
Yes, it's very, very difficult. So now what we're going to do is we're going to stop the video and kind of lay out what we would build with what we pulled today, so you can see an example of that.
Right. So I've got my deck build done. I place 16 lands. I've got a little more green than I've got red when it comes to, well, forests more than mountains due to the fact that I've got more green mana symbols. So I'm going to run into that a little more often, just a dash by 1. I put my creature alteration cards and creature removal cards here and here, and I build my creatures across this way from low mana cost to high. I've got a 7 cast in the middle, but it has prototype. I really like prototype for sealed deck events. Allows you the power, you know, at the end when you need it, but you can still use it mid-game. What do you think?
I typically never use prototype. I can't say that I have in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it operates?
No, tell me.
Okay, yeah. So casts a 7 for a 6/5. When it enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its power. Awesome. 7 for a 6/5. That you gain life when it comes to the battlefield. If it's early game, mid game, you can cast it for 4, and it's a 3/3, and it still enters the battlefield with you gain life equal to its power.
Right.
So, like I said, if you're running mid game, your board got wiped out, creatures got killed, you can slap this guy down early, or you can wait till late game and drop him for a better effect. I've got two of the prototypes in here. He's 7 for a 6/4 with haste. End of the game when they're not expecting a big fat haster coming at him.
Oh yeah.
Solid dude. But 3 for a 3/2 early if you need him on the field. So.
What made you choose this color combination out of this kit?
Looking through, I wanted to go black, green originally, but black just didn't have the removal that I needed. Red had the removal. This is a removal spell. Removal. 2 things you need to be able to do when you're playing in a sealed deck event is deal damage with creatures and remove creatures from your way. If you do those 2 things effectively, you got a pretty good chance of winning. Trample, he's got prowess and he's got ward also, so he's harder to kill. He's got trample. This one's got haste. A courser, a little bit of card draw off. Your board gets messed up early. Flying, this one has flying. This one's going to be the baller right here. 3 for a flash flyer. You can cast colorless spells and artifact spells though they have flash. That's not really a big deal. Whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Liberator Urza's Battlethopter's power, put a +1/+1 counter on him. So like early on, whenever you cast a spell, he's just getting bigger. You slap a Blanchwood armor on a flyer like that,
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah, and Blanchwood armor is a reprint. Just
Yeah.
different artwork on that one.
Yeah, that's old as time itself. Yeah, Blanchwood armor's been around forever. But yeah, if you were to slap, like I said, something like that, you slap a Blanchard armor on a flyer. If they don't have the removal for it, they're dead pretty quick.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that's my build, and that's why we build it the way I built it.
Yeah. And then we're gonna see my build and talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so here is my build, and I decided to go black green, and it's just something a little bit more different. I think I like the black rares and a little bit better.
This guy is baller.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons
Yes.
I want to build black right off the bat. Because he's a threat early, he's a threat late, he's just good.
Exactly.
Oh,
no, you're good. So what I did was I like to put in stacks of 4, 5 across. So you know that the top row, basically, you've got 20 cards. Same thing with the bottom. So if you're creating a 60-card deck, it makes it really easy to know exactly how many cards you have, what you're missing, how many you're over, etc. Okay.
If you're doing a 40-card deck.
And in this case, a 40-card deck, you got 2 rows, you're solid. Okay. So my lands, I put a little bit more forest in than I did swamps because I've got more things that cast for forests. So basically what I do is I count. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right.
Dang. I have like 13.
Right.
So.
And I had seriously thought about putting actually one more forest in than swamps but experience has told me if I do that, I'm never going to find my swamps. So this is, yeah. So this is the ratio I'm comfortable with and I enjoy playing. Okay. So I did choose different ones than he did when it comes to like spells. So like this one is going to be +3/+3.
I had that in there.
You had that one in there. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. I like that one.
Yeah. Giant Growth is basically a removal spell.
Yes.
If played
properly.
It's played some, either win the game with it or you kill a creature with it.
And I had my Blanchwood armor because it's just a good card. And in this sort of limited format, you want it in there. And then -2, so you're going to destroy something small. Instant speed. I enjoy it. A little bit of hexproof and haste with the Swiftfoot boots.
I have it in there.
Yeah, and then I'm not so much the searching for the basic land, which is useful, granted, early on, but the second one, the
Fight.
target, yeah, exactly, it's Pit Fight. Fog of War for a little bit of protection, a little life gain, and this one to get something back from the graveyard, a little bit of recursion, as it were. But other than that, what I like to do is set my creatures. You can the converted mana cost goes from say 1 and 2 to 3s, 4s, 5s. So you don't want as many high casting cards as you do the lower casting cards, of course. So that's why I have it broken down that way. So I can see very quickly, just as a glance, what I'm going to be looking at on my mana curve.
Yeah, what your curve is, yeah.
Exactly.
The curve's important.
Mm-hmm.
People don't put enough time into understanding it. But yeah, early on when I was a newbie player, it was cool creatures like 6/6 and it casts for 8. I don't care, whatever. I had like a ton of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
I never got any of my stuff on the field, and I got the crap kicked out of me.
Yep, and that happens.
Yeah.
So this is how we build. We are interested in knowing how you guys build your sealed decks. Any recommendations? Share in the comments below, so that we all learn something new. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.